Yeah, baby.
Pipe Spencer graded.
Welcome once again to the Asanka Intercultural Food Festival series, and my name is Redeemer Elinam Kofi Dogu, a participating vendor, and today we'll be interviewing our brother Edgar Collingwood Williams. He is a food photographer, an operations manager, and a content creator. You're welcome, Brother Williams.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
So tell us a little about yourself as we proceed.
My name is Edgar, as you have told. I'm a food photographer, content creator, and I'm the operations manager for Foodie Central.
Okay.
Yeah. So Foodie Central is a platform, it's an advertising platform for the food industry.
Yeah.
So what we try to do is to exhibit brands of food vendors and all that, so people can identify with them in a way. Yeah.
So as somebody who is involved in the food industry, what is your general overview of Ghana's culinary industry in terms of cooking? Do you think that Ghana has been able to take advantage of what cooking entails from a traditional and bringing it in the contemporary sense?
I think we are getting there. There's more room for improvement, but so far we've done well.
So far we've done well.
Yes, but there's more room for improvement,
Okay.
in my opinion.
In your opinion?
Yeah.
Great. Now, I would like to find out from you, how came you into food photography? How did it begin for you?
Well, it all started when I was watching BBC Food, and then I asked myself, how can I implement something like this in Ghana? This was 2002.
Yeah.
I thought about it. Nothing really came up.
Yeah.
So around 2014, I started talking to chefs. I became friends with chefs and all that, and I started planning how to take over this thing. So one thing led to another, and then I started meeting people, and then I told them this is what I wanted to do, and someone introduced me to a hotel, and they were like, can I come help you do this, so I can try your food? And I was like, yeah, sure, come through. And then it started, and I realized it could be a business, and then here we are.
Before we delve into the entrepreneurial aspect of what you do as a food photographer, I want to find out from you, what aspect of the food production process interests you most? Is it about the presentation, the ingredients, the cuisines, the etiquettes that the chefs observe in the kitchen, their uniform? I mean, what exactly?
Well, it's got to do with presentation.
The presentation.
Yeah, and their passion on how they do their presentation. Yeah. So sometimes capturing those moments is something that gives me joy. Yeah. I don't know why, but it gives me joy.
Yeah. Wow. So so far, I mean, in terms of building capacity and expanding the barriers of knowledge within the food industry in Ghana, do you think access to training is very do you think it's very easy for people to have access to training in culinary things? You understand what I'm talking about? Do you think that people know where to go, and do you think that what is even taught in Ghana as far as being a chef or being a food industry is concerned? Do you think that there's ample training?
What I can say is everything's online.
Everything's online.
Everything is online. You just find it and then know how you're going to use it.
A better question is, how did you train to do what you do?
Well, I got everything online.
Online?
Yes. I studied online, everything. I wanted to go to some schools in Ghana that would train for photography. But then I didn't have the resources, so I turned online. One thing led to another, and I paid for some courses too. So, and we're here now.
Online studies. As a food photographer, I've seen some of the footages you've taken and the pictures you've taken. Anybody seeing them will not think that such a presentation was done in Africa, okay? And at Asanka Intercultural Food Festival, one of the main objectives is to bring Africa's food presentation, every notion about African food, okay, that has been given a negative connotation of imperfection. All the things that makes what it entails to cook and enjoy African food. So, Mr. Edgar, what goes into processing a frame for photography for anything that has to do with food?
Well, I work with a team.
Yeah.
I work with a food stylist.
A food stylist?
Yes. And I work with a lighting guy.
Okay.
And myself. Sometimes we're a team of 5 depending on the project.
Yeah.
So everybody does their job, and my job is to make sure the hero stands out.
The hero stands out.
And I press the shutter.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. It's very interesting that most of the pictures that you take give such an impressive presentation of African culinary experience in various cultures. And you can see that it demystifies all the erroneous ideas about African experiences. And for example, most people overseas seeing what you do wouldn't believe it's coming from Africa. Tell us what goes into creating the entire ambiance.
Right. So as I said before, I work with a team.
Yeah.
Everybody does their job, right? So sometimes we have to do trial and error. Sometimes we can even take 45 minutes to take one picture.
Experimentation.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to do trial and error and see the best position before we snap.
Yeah.
If is the light coming from the right angle,
Yeah.
it's the styling right,
Yeah.
all that.
So intense creative energy.
You can
goes
say that.
into it.
Yeah.
And I think it pays off because, I mean, in Africa, most people in the West still can't come to terms with seeing Africa blossom in any positive light. But here you are. So what are some of the challenges you experience in setting up this entire, frame? People would not expect that such energy, such effort goes into food photography. Tell us, bring us into the chaos that you go through to present us such a beautiful view.
Okay, so there are a whole lot that I go through. One, there are distractions.
Yeah.
When I'm in a restaurant. Two, sometimes I love to work with my independent lighting, but they have their lighting on. So sometimes I love to shoot beside the window, but if they have guests, that means I have to compromise.
That's when, for instance, you're working with a restaurant, right?
Yes.
Or a food brand.
Yes,
Great.
yes. So, and then also when it comes to retouching on editing, sometimes it takes a while because of the kind of look you want to give them, but they want it immediately. So sometimes we have to balance with each other and all that. So sometimes what I do is I try to edit some on the spot for them. Sometimes depending on the pressure. Sometimes I take it home and then finish it off for them. Yeah. I mean, there's a whole lot of challenges.
But so far, has the industry been lucrative for you? Because it seems like a novel niche in the food industry. Right. And obviously, from what you've said, a lot of creative, intellectual effort goes into it. So far, are you reaping the benefit in terms of revenue?
It's slow.
It's slow, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure you still have a lot of faith in it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm reaping it slowly. That's what I meant.
Yeah. But it's definitely there, right?
Yes.
So Edgar, tell us one more time, are you exclusively a food and beverage photographer, or you are willing to veer into other aspects? Because I mean, photography is obviously a very wide umbrella, and you are focusing for now from our interactions on food. And we'd like to know, I mean, are you open to work in other areas, fashion photography, any other thing else?
Well, I work in other areas sometimes just to challenge myself, but it's not something that I want to stay there
Permanently.
Yeah, I just do to challenge myself, and that's it. And I come back to what I do.
Obviously, you have a lot of regard and love for food.
Yeah.
What endears you to food?
Well, I see food as a tool if there are healthy options.
You see food as a tool.
As a tool.
If there are healthy options.
Yes.
It's very philosophical.
The healthy options that make you stronger. That will give you all the health benefits. That's how I see food.
Wow, you see food as an accessory that reflects in our health.
Yes.
That's what it means for you,
Yeah.
for food to be a tool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Food as a tool. So what do you do to promote healthy cuisines?
Well,
Or healthy eating in general?
well, for now, I talk to people who are closer to me.
Yeah.
I talk to them. I'm going to start a whole vegan journey very soon.
Vegan journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talk to people about food and healthy choices and all that. So for now, that's what I'm putting in place.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you run any tuition programs or any trainings for people who will be interested in joining?
I've started putting some things in place,
Okay.
but not yet.
Not yet.
I'm looking at some food vendors who want to be stylish in things that they do. Yeah, I'm targeting them, and then yeah, I have quite some stuff that I've put together.
Gonna roll out with time.
Yeah,
Great. Do you have any mentors you look up to?
yeah, I have loads of them. I have some of them. I've even spoken to them on Instagram. They're outside US and other places. I even have,
Mention a few.
yeah, I have some of them as my even personal friends on Facebook and all that. I have Rob Andrew. I have Skylar Bett, and yeah, a number of them.
So who are your favorite chefs?
Okay, so I have some Ghanaians and some are not Ghanaians, but they're here. I have one that's Chef Shimo. Yeah, he's from Spain. And I have Chef Kwame. I have a number of them. Yeah, yeah. My favorite food, okay.
What's your favorite food?
I don't really have a favorite food, but I enjoy eating rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to share with us any outstanding moments that you experienced during shooting any particular campaign? Any profound thing that occurred?
Yeah, I was shooting at Marriott, right?
Okay.
And then they have this seafood Fridays that they do, and I had to shoot the seafood on the grill, and the fire was very hot. So I had to mount the boom there and then climb on something and then be snapping, and my hands were burning, the camera was burning, but I was still there inhaling the smoke.
And you did it?
And I did it.
Wow. Excellent.
Action.
Tell us, why is it important for you to be involved in a food festival like the Asanka Intercultural Food Experience? What are your thoughts on the initiation of such a program to discuss African culinary experiences for somebody who is also involved in food technology? Well,
it gives people like us the opportunity to come and exhibit what we have to the world. So I really love this whole movement, because a lot of people like me would love to come on this platform to share our stories. So it is a good thing. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, viewers. Thanks for spending time with us, and Mr. Edgar Collingwood Williams. It's been a pleasure having you.
1, 2, 3, that's on the vibe. Yeah, with the full alright. One nation with the police to shine. Yeah. Hey, 1, 2 for the food. Major for the food. Oh, 1, 2 for the food. Major for the food.